Clearly, the role of Register of Deeds, as I view it, is to have a financially sound, efficient, customer service-oriented operation. And that's the type of organization I want. That's the type of organization we try to put in place. And clearly that's probably one of the primary roles of Register of Deeds, is to make sure the community land records are recorded efficiently, make sure they're accurate, and make sure the process that has been in place since 1793 moves forward and moves forward well. But I also view the Register of Deeds as a position more broadly. There are many issues besides the recording of documents that involves the Registry of Deeds. Home ownership, for instance. And at the Registry of Deeds, we will continue to advocate and to delve into issues that affect the consumers here in Norfolk County, that affects the residents and homeowners of Norfolk County. As Register of Deeds and through the Registers of Deeds Association here in Massachusetts, we've collaborated with the Office of Attorney General. We have worked with the Office of the Attorney General on a number of complex issues, from the recording of mortgage assignments to the foreclosure process, on issues such as the authenticity of signatures and robo-signatures. We have worked with the Attorney General before a lawsuit was filed, and we continue after a lawsuit that has been filed to work on behalf of not only the citizens of Norfolk County, but the citizens of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and more importantly, on behalf of the land recording system. As Register of Deeds, as an elected official, we have to work with other elected officials. We're very proud of our relationship with the state senators and state representatives that represent Norfolk County. We're very proud of our relationship with all the elected officials around Norfolk County. And as Register of Deeds, you have to advocate. And some of the advocacy has led to change. When I first became Register of Deeds, the homestead protection was $300,000, but there was advocacy, there was changes in the law, and now that protection is $500,000. Recently, there were changes in the homestead law where now there is an automatic protection. People do not have to do a homestead form, although they should, and they get a benefit of $125,000 for not doing anything. We see things that should be changed, and we point it out. Now, under the homestead, you can, if you have property in trust, you can record a homestead, whereas before, under case law, you couldn't. So there are a number of issues that we are working on and will continue to work on. In mortgage documents, there was language that terminated a homestead. And by working with the legislature and advocating positions, that's been changed. So the language that voided and terminated people's homesteads, even if they are still in the homestead, even if they are still in the mortgage documents, your homestead won't be terminated. And that law went into effect in March. So it's very important to continue to look at the issues that affect the people around the county. We have worked on legislation. There was a case that came down that said if a document is mailed, that document may have priority over a document that was recorded. It really jeopardized all these years of recording practice, and it was really a bad decision. As Register of Deeds, along with colleagues in the Massachusetts Register of Deeds Association, we developed legislation that was passed and signed into law that really gave certainty to title on that issue. Homeowners may not have realized it, but a document that was a lien, that was mailed on Monday, even though you recorded your deed on Tuesday, could have priority. You could be buying that house subject to that lien. And we saw a lot of problems with that, and that's the type of thing that may not be in the job description for Register of Deeds, but that's something I strongly believe in, because we saw an issue. The consumers and the homeowners were being affected by bad case law, and it was very important to get that law changed. And we will continue to advocate for change. Recently, we've been working with the Norfolk County delegation and Senator John Couny here in Quincy to make it mandatory that assignments of mortgages get recorded. Again, some of the information is needed to bring that information to the legislators, and they will assess it. And we're very proud that the delegation is moving forward on this legislation. It allows for revenues to be collected. If an assignment should be recorded, there's a filing fee. And those filing fees get sent into the state, but they provide for local aid, they provide for police and fire protection, they provide for schools and social service programs. So if especially the large lenders aren't recording assignments, again, there's a loss of revenue, and it does impact groups. And that's one of the effects of that legislation. The other effect is people who have mortgages should know if their mortgage has been assigned. So if there is a requirement, as is called for in this new legislation, that assignments be recorded, people can then go on our website, go online to check to see when their mortgage was assigned and who it was assigned to. So at the Registry of Deeds, we deal with issues, and the biggest issue most people have are their homes. The biggest asset most people have in their homes. And as Register of Deeds, I will certainly continue to speak out and work on issues that affect people's homes and also affect the land recording system. And I will advocate for changes when changes are needed, and to work to protect people's homes and to protect the land recording system that we have here in Norfolk County.